I'm Kay Daigle of Beyond Ordinary Women Ministries, and I'm welcoming you to this video series called Asking Powerful Questions. The first video is the want to. And our guest, our expert today is Jill Williams. I have known Jill for 15 years since I went on a church staff with her husband, and it's been a delight to know her all these years. Jill is now a professional coach, certified, and she has learned a lot about questions that we can use in all sorts of situations, can't we, Jill?
That's right.
With friends, with family, with children, with small groups, with people we're mentoring.
That's right. All sorts of different situations, and we'll get into that.
We will. Well, Jill, let me just start by saying that my husband, Gary, loves to ask questions of people, and when we gather with other groups, small groups, church small groups, or just at dinner with people, he just loves to ask questions. Sometimes we know the people, sometimes we don't.
Right.
He asks questions that are fun to find out about people, or just begin to start a conversation with people.
Yes.
Inform us about people, those kinds of things.
Right.
But I have a feeling that the questions you're talking about are a little bit different. Powerful questions are not quite the same as those conversation starters.
Absolutely. That's right. Those conversation starters are good places to begin, to have the place to ask a more deep, powerful question. But a powerful question is, and this is according to, I'm certified through the International Coach Federation, and this is their definition of powerful questions. And asking powerful questions is the ability to ask a question that is able to elicit or reveal information that's going to benefit the relationship the most. So let's say all those different situations you were talking about. If it's a parenting situation, what is the goal in that moment? How can I ask a question that's going to most powerfully reveal the information that's going to help us to achieve that in that moment of parenting? If it's in a Bible study and if we're facilitating, we might want to be asking questions that are going to dive us in to give us insights, self-awareness, even learning that is a little bit deeper than just getting to know one another.
Discipleship, that you're trying to move women toward
I
discipleship.
would say that. Yes. Toward growth.
Yes, absolutely.
Right. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Well, as we think about that then, the title of this particular video is the want to. So to me, when I heard that was going to be the title of this video, I thought, well, that assumes we may not really want to. So why would we not want to, or why would we want to ask powerful questions? Yeah,
it is a little bit funny to have that question, seeing that this is about asking powerful questions. So maybe if we're watching this, we want to. I do believe that there are times that we want something and we don't really realize that when wanting that, we're getting something else. And so what I titled this the want to, because we really want maybe something a little bit deeper than asking powerful questions. Because what powerful questions do is they bring us to places of connection with one another. They bring us to places that expose some things that we might like to keep tucked away down in our hearts. And powerful questions can elicit those things out, draw them out. And therefore, if you want to ask powerful questions, the question really is, are you wanting to connect?
Because the answer may open a whole new realm of relationship. It may open hard things.
It might. And so I have experience with being in a group of ladies for the last 12 years or so. And this started because there were a group of us that knew we wanted to grow. You talk about the discipleship. And I knew at the time I had an anger problem and I wanted to figure it out. My desire was to figure out the anger problem. What I realized when I was sitting with these women is they started asking me questions that were very personal and penetrating and deep and powerful, and meant to elicit and draw out information or things within me that I didn't want to let out. And I actually told them it was a waste of my time to sit in this place because we weren't learning something. We weren't doing a Bible study at the time, particularly in this particular situation. And so for me, I just sat there. I thankfully kept coming. And after about 8 months, I finally began to open up and share. And so their using powerful questions opened up something within me that brought me to a place of growth. And the reason that I ask about the want to is just like me in that case. I wonder if there are others that we're really not sure that we want to be known in that way, or that we want to grow or learn at that deep of a place.
Or that we want to know about somebody else's
We want to know about
secrets
somebody
and problems.
else. Right.
That
Right.
takes sacrifice, doesn't it?
It takes sacrifice. It takes sacrifice in many ways, because it's not just, oh, I'm going to go out to coffee with you. It's, if we go out to coffee and we get to those deeper places, it's connecting us in a way that I'm probably going to do this again and again and again, potentially. And do I want that?
Right. And I've seen you do that. You're really very good at this, so I'm excited that you're able to share this with other people.
It's been formed in me, and I'm grateful for it. That's why I'm very thankful to be able to work as a coach right now. And I do hope to be able to share it so that others ask and engage in this way, because we're made for it. One of the things that is powerful to me, if you read in Hebrews 10, which is an awesome passage about Jesus and how he gave everything, one for all. Our sins have been forgiven, which move us to this place that we can draw near to the throne of grace. And it says, if you get down, let us draw near to the throne of grace. Let us hold on to the hope that we have. Let us not only hold on to it, but just not let go of the hope that we have, but the confession that we have in him. And let us encourage one another to be stirred up to love and good works. And then it says, after all that stuff, it says, and don't neglect meeting together. And I think that we have to look at that and go, why is that mentioned? Oh, and by the way, don't neglect meeting together. I think because in order for all those other things to happen, we have to interact with one another. We have to be connecting, and we have to be wanting that connection. And sometimes it's much easier to be hiding, because it's much more safe to not be known. It's more safe to not maybe express or let our hurts out. Sometimes the busyness of our life is intentional to keep us hiding, and other times the busyness of our life is just what our life is, because this is a busy time. I mean, there are so many opportunities that we have in the day-to-day, and they're good opportunities. But sometimes we're choosing those over getting together and spending time with one another and connecting. And when we do that, it's really exposing what we want more.
Right. And I've been in small groups that felt like, I don't know that this was something that they had actually thought through, but that the leaders made me feel like our purpose was to not reveal too much about each other, that was not a safe place to go. So I know the difference in being in a group that does that and being in a group that doesn't.
Right. And there is a difference. And honestly, there's a context for this, because in some contexts it's not the right time to go in deep, but other times it is, and we're called to it. And if we live in it and we begin to desire that connection and ask powerful questions of one another, even though there might be a cost, the cost of not doing it is much greater.
Right. And it's really a way to love people, isn't it? Mm-hmm. To truly love them and truly know one another.
It is.
Well, thank you, Jill. I'm looking forward to our second video that will be upcoming, and it is going to be the framework to asking powerful questions. You can read more about Jill and her entire bio on our website, and we will also have a resource sheet that she's going to prepare for us in case you have further things to consider, questions that you have to ask. But don't miss our next two videos, because some of those questions may be answered there.